He's now 27 years of age, and he tells us that he started playing futsal when he was 20. And before that, I was playing, he says, traditional football for a club. But I prefer futsal. It's dynamic, there are lots of movement. You've got a lot of running to do, and for sure you can score more goals than when you play traditional football. Indeed, he scored 6 goals in the first phase of this UEFA final to help his team through to tonight's semi-final. There's one of them against Belgium. I'm a futsal professional player. I don't do anything else for a living. I began with Lokomotiv and now I play for Dynamo Moscow. We train a lot, 2 training sessions a day sometimes, each one 2 hours long. So we are professionals and we simply don't have time to do anything else. Kuritsa has really made his mark in European futsal. Ukraine beaten finalists 2 years ago when Kuritsa was the tournament's leading scorer. Futsal very popular in Ukraine, he says. All the media, television and press talk about the sport, and sometimes people recognize futsal players in the middle of the street because they're very well informed, the Ukrainian public, about this sport. So yes, absolutely no question, football and futsal in particular growing very fast. That was one in the Portuguese net. So was that. So is he the were beaten by Spain after extra time 2 years ago, or the Czech Republic, who 2 years ago failed to win a single match and who have now... And in Italy, the music has to be Verdi, doesn't it? Ukraine, I'm certain, in that first semi. First, the national anthems of the 2 nations. At stake, a place in Monday's final, when they will have not only to play the Italian team, but a vast, patriotic Italian crowd who have supported this tournament very well indeed. Even though we're in what I suppose you would call basketball territory. But you find me an Italian who isn't passionate about sport of any description. So away we go, and remember, 20 minutes per half. Clock is stopped when the ball is out of play, and an early effort forcing Kamenev into a very good save. Looney, who's got 3 goals in the competition so far, with a left-footed effort. Just sense that if the Czechs are going to do this, they're going to have to lead and then try and hold on and close out the Ukraine side, who score goals from all over the place. If you're new to this game, one blink and you will miss something. That's Kushenko. And the foul. This is Denega. on the ground. Challenge was by Daniel Rajnok. Ukraine's record is hugely impressive. But this time the combination of Kodali and Kozhenko couldn't find a way past Duluni, the man who'd given away the foul in the first place. Again, he's very much the central figure. Louis. The goalkeeper having to fly. And here he is again. Ukraine at the moment struggling to get the ball. Daniel Rajnok wearing 3, wearing 6, Roman Maresh. Rajnok once more. Stamina and creativity, the watchwords of Mikl Stric, the Czech Republic coach. Certainly there's an element of patience involved as well. And that was Mikhail Maresh. Scored 2 goals in the competition so far. And Ukraine, in the first minute and 3/4, haven't had a shot worthy of the name. Movkichov trying to win them the ball, but Maresh doing the clearing. And for those of you that are curious, even at this stage, let me tell you that if 2 20-minute halves doesn't produce us a winner, we go straight to spot kicks. There'll be no extra time played. This is Maresh again. No problems this time for Kamenev. Wearing 6 is Alexei Kodali. Shatanov wearing 2. And down goes Karidze under Rajnok's challenge. Yellow card is produced for it as well. Now shall not pass, simple as that. And wide at the target. To really make the goalkeeper work is one of the key secrets of a successful futsal international side. This is 13 Musial, Sluka. Wearing 8 is Jan Horacek. Blazej, and robbed by Karidze, who's absolutely everywhere and needs one more goal to equal his tally of 2 years ago when he was top goal scorer in the finals. And here he is with an early chance. Jan Horacek for the Czech Republic. Musial. And this is Horacek again. To go down the outside. Horacek, who plays for Victoria Zhishkov. And wearing 7 for Ukraine is Georgi Melnikov. Look at that wonderful close skills from Sergei Kuridze. 6 goals so far, 5 of them in that spectacular 7-4 game against Portugal. Now 5 is Thomas Schluker for the Czech Republic. And again, spraying it around, waiting for the opportunity. Musial. Ukraine's having to go on the back foot again. Blazes. Scored in each of the games so far. Schluker. Blazes. Don't be confused by the fact he's wearing 2. He likes nothing better to go forward when opportunity knocks. So almost 5 minutes played in this first half of the second semi-final. And no goals, and very nearly though. Good piece of defending by Roma Musial. That was the clearest chance. And it was Kudali who was denied. 0-0 between Ukraine and the Czech Republic. The final place against Italy on Monday at stake. Blazes. It's again Musial doing a very good piece of defending just moments ago. Horacek. And he combined well with Musial. Now Blazes is 24 years of age. And there's another opportunity, and see what I mean about him liking to get forward when he gets the opportunity. And Blazes was doing the pirouette, and the goalkeeper doing well. It's an interesting statistic. Just 1 shot on goal by the Ukraine side, and if you talk to the Italian team after their victory, it is the Ukrainians they think they'll be playing on Monday. Kushenko still going, and the opportunity finally is taken. And it's Kushenko that's got it. Good combination with Mokvishov. And Kushenko opens the scoring. 5th goal of these finals. And you've got to say there were enough Czech defenders about to clear it. But Mokvishov's first effort caused the mayhem. And the follow-up from Kushenko opens the scoring. So we've been playing almost 6 minutes. And the team in blue has the lead. And Kuridze will want to join in the fun here. But his ball not finding Shitanov, who was the target. Czech Republic, remember, sealed their place in this semi-final with an 8-3 win over Slovenia. But now the counter-attack from Sergei Kuridze again. And Shitanov almost adopting a shoot-from-distance policy. But their big result, the Czechs, in reaching this stage, that first game, and their victory over the Russians turned out to be crucial. That success. They need to try and rattle a few cages. Away by Pilpiv, wearing 11, and the goalkeeper came right the way out, the goalminder. But Ukraine, you sense, are just beginning to settle into their stride. Juluni. This is Mikhail Malesh. He and his brother both playing for Dynamo Moscow. And the coach saying he thinks they both benefited enormously from the switch. Now, opportunity for Schluka. Maresh, and the long-range effort from brother Roman. Roman Maresh once more. Needs to provide something to lift his men. This is Dluni. Mikhail Maresh. It's again wholesale substitutions being made. And the quick break is always a problem, and the goalkeeper came all the way out, and luckily for him, he wasn't adjudged to have played the man. Rajnok. Maresh. Play on the first time anyway, said the referee. And the reason he stopped playing is that Maresh is down. Clearance away was by Bajigli. And once again, Mikhail Malesh back helping out. It's a real test of the fitness of these players. And now the goal scorer, Kushenko, will slow it down. And this time Maresh falls down. And that's a card for the challenge. Moskvichov was regarded as cynical and earned him a yellow card. And the goal, once again, the ball on target, but the goalkeeper from Rajnok getting him right behind Komenyev, and there was no serious cause for alarm for Ukraine and their supporters, who lead by 1-0. Livnega forwards, went for the return ball. Schluka. Horacek. Remember, every time the ball goes out of play or there is a stoppage of any description, the clock stops. So when we get to 20 minutes, it will have been 20 minutes of actual playing time. So we're almost at the halfway point of this first half. Schluka for Blažević. Schluka again. Very strong left foot he has. Schluka plays for CC Istebnik. And quite a few supporters have stayed to watch this, although there was a slight feeling of after the Lord Mayor's show, after they turned out to roar their favourites into the final and saw the exit of the favourites and the holders, the Spanish. This is good possession stuff by Ukraine. Shitanov, Pilpiv, Melnikov trying to send Pilpiv away. Here he is again. And Karidze needs no second invitation. Tomáš Šluka wearing 5 for the Czech Republic. This is Vidblazeš again. Ukraine, would you believe, scored 30 goals in qualifying for the finals, including a 17-1 win over Cyprus. But their coach, the perfectionist as he is, Lisheshnuk, was not too pleased about the one that got away. Musial, good close control. And Shitanov. Karidze will go forward. Wearing 7, Melnikov. This is Fedir Pilpiv. Roman Maras. Tackle was by Melnikov. For the Czechs, this is a new situation. And look at that run. You guessed it, by Karidze. Slightly overdid it. Seeing him run with the ball, quite delightful to watch an exponent of the very highest order. Fascinating listening to him beforehand, being asked to compare himself to Andriy Shevchenko, saying that's a comparison for others. I just concentrate on doing my job. No one is when the return was meant for Alexei Kadai, but Kadai slightly misjudged where the return was going to come to. Roman Maras, and meant for Big Brother. But Ukraine in this UEFA Futsal Championship semi-final. And off the goal in the bank. Maras, and again, Brother almost coming in. They have to play well, these two, if the Czechs realistically and on all known form are going to get another game in the final on Monday. Daniel Rajnok. Maras, Rajnok again. And there is Maras. And the block by Kamenev was important. Look how much of their best play comes from those two players. Kamenev using his left leg to good effect. Denega. Again, controlled possession. Yes, they play football with their feet, but also with their heads. But here's a real opportunity. And the flying Kamenev had to come out against Jaluni. But those are the sort of ones you just feel are going to have to go in for the Czech Republic. Maresh. Again, this time the final effort by Jaluni. Kushenko. Kadai. Denega. And again, Denega back for Kadai. Pass and move. Philosophy of so many great coaches down the years. This is one sport where it really does count. Very seldom do you get the chance to even think more than one pass ahead. Again, all change on the Ukrainian bench, but they lead by Kosenko's goal. Shetanov, Melnikov, Pilpiv, and again, 25 years of age, Pilpiv. This is Shetanov, who's also 25 years of age. And he commits the foul. Tries to be overeager. Musial might open up for him, and did open up for him, and the rebound squares it, and it's scored by Blazes, who keeps up his record of scoring in every game in these finals. Blazes makes it 1-1, but credit Musial for the shot. Had power, goalkeeper could only parry, and Blazes was first to react. So the Czechs have the equaliser, and we have just over 5 minutes of the first half to go. Pilpiv. Karidze. Blazes of the Justebnik club. Squaring this semi-final. It's a lot more open than the other one was as well. I always think the semi-finals, they're in nerves about not wanting to make the first mistake. Well, after the Czechs had all that early pressure, Ukraine have come very much into it. And that was Melnikov's effort that was charged down. If you look at the number of goals these two sides conceded getting here, maybe that has rather more to do with it. Blazes, the goal scorer. Horacek. Blazes once more. Schluka. Kushenko. Kadai. And a timeout is called with 3 minutes and 52 seconds left of the first half. It's the Ukraine coach, Hennady Lysenchuk. This isn't completely into the unknown matches in Italy, though, for this Ukraine side. Before this tournament, they actually won a friendly here in October. They won 2-1, and you'll never guess who scored their 2 goals. Sergei Koridze, of course. Futsal, by the way, is known as calcetto. In Italy. Interesting to hear that leagues have been set up in Finland, Moldova, Switzerland and Greece in the last year. So this is very much a sport on the up. To see these 2 Eastern European nations playing for a place in the final gives you an indication that indeed the word has spread. Maresh, Roman of that ilk, wearing the captain's armbands. Deluni. And the clearance by Kushenko. The Czechs bringing players back to defend when they need to. Kushenko, and that was not what the doctor ordered at all, and suddenly Mikhail Maresh breaks it, and Komenev has to do the necessary. Again, I'm saying about the supply line, the 2 Maresh brothers absolutely critical. With such great relief in the Czech camp when Roman Maresh only had to miss 1 match with that knee problem. So far in this match, you can well understand why he matters so much to them. Denega, wearing 6 is Kadai. And he got it back well. Now maybe Denega thought about having a shot. They got 3 forward here. And in the end, the bounce didn't sit up for Kushenko. Goalkeeper did well. And Kushenko did the sort of thing you and I probably do on the golf course. There's another try though. Just over 2 minutes of the first half remain. And here they come once more, but again, this time almost too fast for their own good. And Roman Maresh wins the battle of the number 60s with Alexei Kadai. Wearing 3, Daniel Rajnok. And this is Mika Maresh. Rajnok once more. Roman Maresh. Deluni. To think about the passing, but at the same time, you have to think very quickly. Mikhail Maresh. Kushenko going on. Now, for both these teams, would be a very good time to score. Just over a minute of the first half remains. And that might be an opportunity, and the goalkeeper did well against Kadai, and suddenly it turns from one end to the other. The goalkeeper's not at home. And it was Kadai at the other end who made the goal line stop. So it stays at 1-1. Maresh. He is somewhat relieved, I would think, Vladislav Komenev, after that. But we're in the last minute of the first half. Rajnok. Maresh. I would think they will probably want to try and hold it at 1-1, particularly the Czechs. Shitanov. Gone for the return as well. Here he is now for Melnikov. And Melnikov has got a very strong right foot. Pilpiv, but forced back into his own half. Karidze, that's lovely skills. Set Melnikov up with the chance, which was well blocked by Krejcil. And that will be the last chance of the first half. It's Ukraine 1, the Czech Republic 1. Kushenko opening the scoring, with the equaliser coming from Blazes for the Czechs. So at half-time, here in the second half, not long away now. Each coach had to leave. Brunko as the unlucky man. The Czechs went for Slatislav Bejda. And in the second half, it's Ukraine in blue, playing from right to left. And Kadali immediately finds their goal scorer, Kushenko. Kadali again. Roman Maresh goes down. Mentioned they both scored goals galore in qualifying. The Czechs to reach these finals. They beat France 5-1, Bosnia 6-2 and Croatia 4-1. So they do have some potency, and we've seen that. Well, it was even more emphatic for Ukraine. Slovakia 5-1, Cyprus 17-1 and Andorra 8-0. 10 of those 30 scored by Karidze. He's only really had one shot in the first period. And now an opportunity. Maresh denied by Kamenev. Makichov. And Kadali wearing 6. Not able to make anything of it. It's all about fitness and all about stamina. The longer this goes on, he might sort of go into a bit of a shell and start being nervy, with players above all anxious not to be the one to make the mistake. That was Rajnok meant for Roman Maresh. Mikhail Maresh. Roman Maresh, Mikhail Maresh, look at that skill. Just slightly overdid it, and away comes Denega, but he's lost it. Ukraine had pulled all their outfield players back. And here now is an opportunity, which is well taken by Mokvichov. And again, the counter-attack proved to be crucial. Roman Maresh sold a dummy and bought it and paid the VAT on it. (2-1) Ukraine. Igor Mokvichov, 31 years of age, puts his country back in front. Shitanov again. Blazec. And Meniev's clearance goes so quickly from end to end. That's demanding, and Goritza's on there now. He'll want to have his say in this argument for certain. Horacek. If the Czechs concede another, you really can't see them coming back. They've played very well in the early stages, but it's the international experience. But fair play to their coach. He said the most important thing for us is we've reached the semi-finals. That was our target, and we have progressed. Well, they most certainly have. Just sensed 2 years ago in Moscow that they had their international L plates up. They've been well and truly removed. Oleg Shitanov. Away by Thomas Schlucker. This policy of spreading the goals around and the shots around served Ukraine well. This fella's not got on the score sheet yet, Koridze, because he's been so well policed. Others have had slightly more freedom than might normally have been the case. That was Pilpiv. Shitanov. Melnikov. Koridze, give him a moment, and in the end, this goes to side netting. But look at the skill from Koridze. Horacek, no chance, but it was too tight an angle on the final ball as Melnikov came in. Blazec combined well with Horacek and then lost out, and this is Pilpiv on the charge. And the chance this time for Koridze. And the referee's given the free. Gave the free kick. Yes, it was a foul, he said. Now, will it be Koshenko, or will it be Sergei Koridze himself? There he is. Koridze fancies this. Keeper's in the wall. Koridze, and he was blocked, and quickly now the Czechs can come away with Blazec using their pace. Koridze, no, wants to go straight back down the other end with Melnikov, and Koshenko, this man. It's the first attacking set play that we've seen, really, and it came to a complete nonsense. Horacek. Musial. Schlucker going forward to some purpose. Here come Ukraine once more. Koshenko. Pass and move, pass and move. Denega. Koray. Movkichov. Back for Koray again. Takes the kick in. Count the number of passes. Although he said that maybe not this time. Czech goalkeeper Jan Klima had no chance with that. Just so happens games like this, the counter-attack, the speed, the pace, the power often provides the best opportunity. And that's a superb strike. Absolutely superbly done. And Mokvichov could well have booked Ukraine a place in the final. Look at the ferocity in that, on the angle. Goalkeeper no chance. It's 3-1. Now, what can the Czechs do? I'm not thinking, what can the Czechs do? What can the Czechs do fast? Just over 14 minutes remain in this UEFA Futsal Championship semi-final. Ukraine lead by 3-1. Down to terra firma went Mokvichov, but not surprising, when you've scored 2 goals, you get straight up and want to carry on with it. And that's the Czechs' second foul. Remember, when you get to 6, we start playing different kicks rule in terms of what you can and can't defend. Michael Maresh, Brother Ronan, Deluni, making life difficult for themselves. This is Rajnok. Maresh again. Shluka, Maresh. Ball forward from his brother Ronan, and away come Ukraine once more. Play on, they were looking for use of the hand. This is Karizny. Karizny once more. Suddenly Ukraine sense they have time. Karizny. Rajnok makes the clearance. Shluka. Blazec. Shluka again. Blazec. Coach continues to urge his men forward. Adi Lysenchuk will be the happier of the two. Grishenko. Godai. 9 is Denega. Shluka. And forward when he can. So too will this fella Musial. Came so close earlier. Kutali for Kemenyev. Moskvichov said he wants to get a hat-trick. Shenko went down, referee not interested. Musial. Sluka. Musial again. Blazec, the goal scorer for the Czech Republic. Works it quite well. And Schluka's final ball, forcing acrobatics from the goalkeeper. But it's got to go in the net, and they know it. Oh, you run the risk of this happening. This is Karedza, the goalkeeper's out, there's no one in! And he's put it wide. And of all the players you would have thought it would have got it right, it would have been this fella, Sergei Karedza. And that really would have settled the issue beyond any shadow of a doubt. Marash. Rajnok. Marash again. Shatanov, and here's Karedzi. Would you believe it? How has he not got his name on the score sheet? Him of all people. Well, I suppose you're going to miss them. It's better to do it when your team's 3-1 ahead. That was the Looney again. Very quick. In a matter of seconds, play switches to the other end. And they have to go about their defensive duties. Karidze. Inside the last 10 minutes. Ukraine moving ever closer towards Italy here on Monday in the final. Marash. Rajnok. Had plenty of possession. Ukraine have kept very close to them and they've not given them the space. That's what you really want in this game. And there's Pilpiv back defending when he needs to. And Korneyev has done his Horatio holds the bridge act for most of this. Now away by Kushenko. Pilpiv. Again, so quick. Ukraine have the time to try things. Wanted 2 goals, apply the Czech Republic, make it prompto. Denega making the clearance. Now, happy to go forward when he gets the chance. But here he is again. Kushenko. Now Schluka. And Deluni trying to get something he can take aim at. Maresh. Rajnok kept the ball in play. Now can try once again. Less than 8 minutes to go. Maresh. And that's still in play as well. No, now it isn't. Through the middle goes Denega, still going. Good stop by Rajnok. Horacek. Lazec joining. Made an opening for Musial, for Mali, who's only just really come on for the first time in the game. Here he is, Odrik May, weighing 10. Musial. Well, he's registered a few 5.9s as Vladislav Kominiev, the way he's gone flying around his area. Karidze, so desperate to get his name on the score sheet. He closed him down every time. Shatanov came forward. Now Karidze. He's had to go to the halfway line to get it. And the block by Musial to deny Melnikov. Karidze. Czech Republic, as you can see, have had double the number of corners than Ukraine. They've got treble the number of goals. Karidze. Pilpiv making the run. Mikhail Stritz, the Czech coach, must be wondering what more he can do. His team of less than 6 minutes to get the 2 goals back. Pilpiv. There is Karidze, still desperately keen to get that goal. Rajnok will try and ensure he doesn't. It's an amazing record, 10 out of 30 goals in 3 qualifying matches. To the 27-year-old, 6 goals already in these finals. It looks as though he has another chance to add to that tally on Monday, even if he doesn't here. Scored 7 for his country 2 years ago in Moscow. Happy to defend where necessary as well. This is Melnikov, and the goal is scored by Pilpiv. And if there were the very slightest doubts, they are certainly extinguished now. Pilpiv on the end of the cross, which was a good one from Melnikov. It's 4-1. And it's an Italy-Ukraine final for certain. Pilpiv's smile says it all. It's his 2nd goal in these finals. 25-year-old plays for the DSS club. For a goal in a European semi-final means a lot to him. Means a lot to his team as well. Because they're now surely, I don't want to speak too soon, but what odds will somebody give me on the Czechs scoring 3? Enormous, I should think. Ukraine look to have signed it and sealed it. Koshenko lost out to Maresh, but they're going to have to produce miracle stuff now. Little over 4 minutes in this semi-final to go. And that's a timeout call just before the final onslaught. 1-1 at half-time. If you've just joined us, Kushenko with the first goal for Ukraine, and then Blazec equalising for the Czech Republic. There's their coach, Michal Stříc, talking to his team. But then Mogvikov with 2 and Pilpiv in the second half have put Ukraine surely now in the final. Whatever happens to them, they can cite the progress they've made as a nation in futsal from 2 years ago. To reach the semi-final was what they wanted to do. To reach the semi-final is what they have done. Rajnok then with the kick in. Maresh, and to his brother, who loses it. And here we go again. Well, if the ball had been very slightly better, Sergei Sitin, who's just arrived on the scene, the 20-year-old, is the youngest player in the Ukrainian squad, would have made an instant impact. As it is, it's only 4-1. Kushenko lost out, wearing 6. Maresh. Goalkeeper claims. Rajnok couldn't produce the final ball he wanted. That's Sitin again. Kuridze on the sideline, desperately eager to get back on. Still feels he's got some unfinished business in this match. Denega forward, that's well done by Sitin. He's a lively little what's-it, isn't he? Oh, he's ubiquitous as well. I think after that little cameo, he's gone to retire, while Kuridze comes on and does what he wanted. And did he want that? No semi-final victory for his country would have been complete without it. It's 5-1. And the Italian spies who are watching this will know that is the man. They will have to stop if they want Nessun Dorma to echo around Kosheta on Monday evening when the party begins. 2.5 minutes. Ukraine 5, Czech Republic 1. They deserved to be level at half-time, did the Czechs. But in the second half, Ukraine have just upped the throttle. And Kuridze almost getting himself a second. Blazec defending when required. Goalkeeper quite pleased to pacify him. But there'll be no spot kicks here to settle this. Maybe Tomasz Szluka can give the Czechs something to cheer about. No. Szluka again. Mali. And suddenly it opens up almost at will, and Kuridze denied by Klima, and denied very well. But he's got his goal. As another timeout is called, with 1 minute and 56 seconds on the clock. And with the time in the arena, nine minutes after 11 o'clock. Hennady Lysenchuk is on the brink of equaling his achievement of 2 years ago, taking his team into the final. And he will be the most determined man, believe you me, who will not want to go home with an encore of that final defeat by Spain of 2 years ago. Interesting, the Czechs have actually had one more shot at goal than the Ukraine side, and look at that scoreline. And Besikli's having his first run with a minute and a half to go. If he wasn't getting bored. This is Shitanov. Shitin. Shitanov. Oleg Besikli, veteran at 34 years of age. Pilpiv. Just a minute and 20 remain in the match. Ukraine, who 2 years ago started the finals with a thumping defeat and then played really well afterwards. Again, like the Czechs, have proved that they've learned from their experience. We even see a change of goalkeeper now for Ukraine and a chance for Alexei Popov, the 22-year-old, with about 40 seconds remaining before Ukraine can celebrate their achievement. Blazec, and there is the catch for the young man. Enthusiasm knows no bounds. And it must be nice to come on when your team is 5-1 up and you've got a minute and a half to enjoy yourself. It's been a professional performance, but well done, particularly in the first half to the Czechs, who really made a game of it. But I just sensed that once Ukraine got ahead so early in the second half with the first of two goals from Mokvichov, they were not going to get pegged back for the second time. And they are in the final. The full-time whistle goes. And Ukraine 5, Czech Republic 1, means that Ukraine return here on Monday to try and stop the Italian bandwagon rolling towards the European Championship. 1-1 at half-time, Kushenko for Ukraine and Blazec for the Czech Republic. But then in the second half, Mokvichov with two, Pilpiv, and inevitably Sergei Karidze with a goal. Might turn the scoreline into a sense that it was a rout, but it wasn't, particularly in the first half, and they thoroughly deserve to take a bow for what they put into this match and indeed put into this tournament, the Czech Republic. But I have no doubt they will be back wiser and stronger. They've had to concede here. Ukraine go to the final, beating the Czech Republic by 5-1. So Monday will be Italy against Ukraine. The Spanish will have to look on from the sidelines. There's the statistics, 5-1, but the Czechs having more shots at goal than the Ukrainians and double the number of corners. It was a good clean scrap as well. With the power of Ukrainian futsal laid before the Czechs, particularly in the second half, and they were not able to cope with that man Hernadi, Lysenchuk and his team. And they go through. Well, they're celebrating the Italians' qualification for the final. Now they know the strength of the opposition, and you can rest assured that the Italians will be ensuring they've got plenty of voice to try and roar their team on, because it's a fascinating final in prospect. The youngsters, so proud to wear the shirt of their country, will represent Italy. The wise old heads will represent Ukraine. That final is on Monday, 7:15 and 8:15 Central European time. And I hope you've enjoyed, above all, some of the skills we've seen. Some wonderful individual moments, some good goals, good all-round technical futsal of the very highest class. The key moment, unquestionably, the early moments of the second half in this match, once Mokvichov had put Ukraine back in front. They were not to be pegged for the second time. So it's Ukraine 5, Czech Republic 1, and they will play Italy in the final on Monday. From me now, a very good night to you.
Kick it.
Look left for what's next, and eyes right for later. Now, time to catch up with the day's developments from around Europe and across the world in Eurosport News with
Tiscali, all that you seek is inside you.
Hello, welcome to Eurosport News. I'm Linda Murphy. Coming up, Real Madrid move ahead of Real Sociedad with a win over Valladolid. Stefan Eberharter wraps up the downhill World Cup title in Garmisch-Partenkirchen.